Are you wondering if Lungtank is worth the money or not? Well, I've had one for over a year now, and I'm going to give you a full Lungtank review. I'm going to go over the pros, the cons, everything you need to know before you buy one yourself. So make sure you stick around to the very end. Lungtank is a water sports brand that created a miniature scuba tank that allows you to breathe underwater. The main thing they offer, which you've probably seen online, is the Lung T500. This is often used as a backup safety device, used to clean under the hull of your boat or to explore a little further when snorkeling. So first, let's talk about safety. It's most important to mention that these things are not toys. It is absolutely important for you to follow all the safety instructions and watch every provided tutorial so that you're using it properly and safely. The user manual and the safety tutorials are going to cover everything that you need to know. It covers things like breathing normal at a normal rate, always diving with a buddy. It also shows you how to set up each piece, how to change the filters, and how to prepare for a flight. Legally, you don't have to be scuba certified to own scuba gear. You could go onto a random scuba website and order a cylinder with no dive license required. It's not like when you need a driver's license to drive a car, because most places that offer dive licenses are usually for-profit organizations. But it is always best for your own safety to be certified, and you should always check with your own country's laws. Now, these scuba tanks aren't exactly cheap, but the main reason for that is because of the testing and certification that each tank has. In the time that I've had this, I've come across some cheap knockoffs which are not certified. So if you do decide that you want to get one, make sure you're on the certified website, the official website, which I will have in the description of this video. So the mini scuba tank takes these little filters, and they're designed to filter out odors, debris, particles, moisture that's in the air so that it makes the air safe for you to breathe. I've seen a lot of people ask about this online because they think you need pure oxygen in order to breathe underwater. But they say on their website that filtered ambient air is the best gas mix for shallow water exploration. Something I found out while reading through their website while making this video is that they offer a warranty on all the stuff that they send out. So that's an extra little bonus. I take this little bad boy everywhere with me. I recently took it to the Florida Keys. I take it to the Springs with me. It's great for content scouting. It's great for content. It's great for just fun. It's genuinely one of those things that you kind of need it. If you like to snorkel, you like the water, you like adventure. I've always wanted to breathe underwater, and now I can. I highly recommend it. It's easy to use. They have all the tutorials, so if there's anything you don't know about, like for example, I'm going to be switching this to put onto the SubMask, which I'll go over in a second, and I'm able to find out how to do that by the tutorials that are provided by Lungtank. Quality is incredible, and it arrived in about 4 days, and they ship worldwide. So this is the Lung T500, lasts up to 10 minutes. Now with any underwater breathing device, it is going to be dependent on you and your experience, how old you are, your age. Basically, some people will get more than 10 minutes, some people will get less. When you get the Lung T500, it's going to come with instructions. It's going to come with a bag and a safety strap that attaches to your wrist so you don't lose it underwater. It has a pressure gauge right here, which is visible at all times. It lets you know how much air you have and when you're close to running out. Other knockoff brands don't have a pressure gauge, and if they do, it's on the back of the tank, and you have to take it out of your mouth to see how much air you have left. It has a super comfortable rubber mouthpiece that you just screw on, just like this. A purge button that you press like this. If you get any water in your mouth, you press that button and it clears the water right out. It only weighs 4 pounds, so it's very easy to travel with. If you're taking it on a flight, you do have to make sure that it's empty before you travel. Make sure this is unscrewed and make sure you declare it with the airline you're flying with. There's way more information on their website. There's a whole video about it, so check it out. Last thing about it is that it's refillable. You can use their hand pump, a turbocharger, go to a dive shop, but I'll touch on that more in a second because I want to show you the SubMask first. The SubMask is essentially an accessory for the Lung T500. It allows you to breathe like you would with the snorkel at the surface, but as soon as the snorkel goes underwater, it allows you to breathe from the lung tank once it's attached. You can still see the pressure gauge even with the mask on, and if you don't want to breathe through your mouth, you can breathe through your nose. You've got a really big wide range of view, which is really nice because a lot of other competitors have a very restrictive, smaller view. There is a spot for you to put your GoPro right on the top of the mask, so you don't miss anything while you're down there. You can just hit the record button and make sure you grab it. Now, one of the issues with a full face mask is that you can't reach your nose, meaning you can't pinch your nose to equalize. Equalizing is when you equalize the pressure, you pinch your nose, blow a little bit of air, and it equalizes the pressure, pops your ears. You can't do that in this. Once again, on the website, they mentioned that you don't have to use your hands to equalize. There's something called a hands-free Valsalva, which is basically where you're swallowing and that equalizes for you. So it's something you might want to practice in a pool first. And now on to one of the coolest parts is the fact that you can refill it again and again. It's great. They have a filtered, high-pressured hand pump on the days you don't have an electricity source. It also disassembles so you can easily fit it into your luggage while you're traveling. It has a pressure gauge on the pump and a pressure gauge on the Lung T500, so you know exactly how much air is going into your tank. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes to get it filled up, and it is a bit of a workout. So for some people, it might take longer. For some people, a little bit less. This is a turbocharger. It's a high-pressure filtered air compressor that allows you to fill up your lung tank on the go anywhere. You can plug it into the wall, or where you have an 18-volt battery. That means you can take this with you to the beach and refill it automatically. So it's time to refill your lung tank. I'm gonna show you how to do that using the turbocharger that allows you to refill it no matter where you are using a battery. You also have the cable to use electricity, but if you're on the go like me, you need something a little more mobile. So you're taking this that comes with your turbo pack, and then you're gonna take a battery. I don't know which one it is. Like that. Then you're going to attach the compressor. That. Make sure she's on there. Switch to battery. Kind of want to set it up. And then it's going to refill. And it shows you right here how much tells you when to stop and how much is in there. The user manual says that it can be used with a Makita, Milwaukee, DeWalt, Bosch brand battery. So you have a lot of options there. Now, just like with the hand pump, it has a pressure gauge for you, so you know exactly how much air is going into your tank when you're refilling it. There's also a feature where you can automatically shut off when you have enough air or when you have the set amount of air that you want in your tank. One thing worth mentioning is that you can't just use any compressor brand. From what I've seen, most of the other compressors or regular brands are up to 100 PSI. This is 3000 PSI. So you want to make sure you're not using just any brand when you're refilling your tank. It's oil-free, water-free, and it makes sure the air is all clean for you to breathe. So if you're anything like me and you spend your weekends by the water, traveling to beachy places, this is a game changer. So the pros: lightweight, easy to use, high quality, safety features. Cons: it can take some time to get used to. You do have to practice. It's not a replacement for Scuba at all. So with all of that being said, I love it. And if you're interested, I have put the link in the description of this video. If you have any questions, please make sure to leave them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.